Hey guys, today is Thursday and I am having a chill day while I am playing Delta Force. You know, it's funny. Playing these old school games really makes you think. It's all about strategy, right? You have a mission, you have limited resources, and you have to figure out the smartest way to win. You can't just run in blindly, you have to plan your moves, anticipate the enemy, and make every shot count. In a way, it's a lot like life, or at least how I learned to approach it. I'm just relaxing and playing this today because I can. I don't have a boss to report to, no meetings to attend, no urgent emails filling up my inbox. And that's not because I won the lottery. It's because a few years ago, I decided to stop playing the game everyone else was playing and start creating my own. I'm talking about the 9-to-5 game. We're all taught the same path. Go to school, get good grades, go to college, and then land a safe and secure job. You trade 40 hours a week for 50 weeks a year, for 40 years of your life. For what? A steady paycheck, 2 weeks of vacation, and the promise of retiring when you're 65, maybe older. That path just never felt right to me. I saw the people around me, my parents' friends, older family members. They were constantly stressed, living for the weekend, and counting down the years to retirement. They were trading your most valuable asset, their time, for a fixed amount of money. I realized that with a 9-to-5, your income is always capped. There's a limit to how much you can earn because there are only so many hours in a day. I didn't want my life, my freedom, and my potential to be capped. I wanted to build a life where I was in control. That's when I fell down the rabbit hole of entrepreneurship. And look, entrepreneurship is a big, scary word. People think of Silicon Valley startups and billion-dollar companies, but it doesn't have to be. At its core, entrepreneurship is simply about finding a problem and creating a solution for it. It's about creating value. My first venture wasn't glamorous. I started small, learning how to build a simple online business. I failed a lot, I wasted time, I made so many mistakes. But with every mistake, I learned something. I learned about marketing, sales, customer service, and most importantly, I learned how to be resilient. The beauty of building your own thing is that you are in charge of the rulebook. Unlike this game where the objectives are set for you, in the world of entrepreneurship, you set your own missions. Your effort is directly tied to your results. There's no cap. It's incredibly hard work, don't get me wrong. There were many nights I was working while my friends were out partying, but the feeling of building something from nothing, something that was truly mine, was more satisfying than any paycheck I could have ever received from a regular job. But here's the most critical part of the entire strategy, and this is where most people get it wrong. It's not just about making more money. It's about what you do with it. You could be the most successful entrepreneur in the world, but if you don't know how to manage your finances, you'll be stuck on the hamster wheel forever. This is where financial literacy comes in. We are taught this in school, which is a tragedy. We don't learn about budgeting, about assets versus liabilities, about debt, or about the single most powerful force in the financial universe: compound interest. I made it my mission to learn everything I could. I started reading books, watching videos, and listening to podcasts about money. I created a strict budget and lived way below my means. Every dollar I earned from my business that wasn't essential for living, I started to invest. I learned about stocks, index funds, and real estate. I started small, but I was consistent. I was basically building a second army, an army of dollars, and sending them out to work for me. While I was sleeping, while I was eating, and yes, while I was playing video games, my money was out there, making more money. That's the key. You have to make your money work for you, so you don't have to work for money. By combining the income from my entrepreneurial ventures with an aggressive investment strategy, things started to accelerate faster than I could have imagined. Before I knew it, the income from my investments was enough to cover all of my living expenses. That was the moment I hit my number. That was the moment I was free. I retired in my early 20 years. But retired doesn't mean I sit around doing nothing. It means I have the freedom to choose. I have the freedom to work on projects I'm passionate about, like making this video for you. I have the freedom to spend my days exactly how I want to, like having a chill Thursday playing Delta Force. Retirement isn't an age, it's a financial number. It's the point where you no longer have to trade your time for money to survive. Look, I'm not saying it's easy, but I am saying it's possible. It starts with a change in mindset. Stop accepting the 9-to-5 as the only option. Start learning about entrepreneurship, even if it's just a small side hustle. Most importantly, start learning about money, investing, and personal finance right now. Read a book, watch a seminar, take control of your finances so you can take control of your life. Your life is your biggest and most important mission. Don't let someone else dictate the terms. Anyway, that's my rant for the day. I hope it gives you something to think about. If you enjoyed this video or found it helpful, do me a favor and hit that like button and subscribe for more.